Welcome to the Uncut Talks. I am your host, Ashton Williams. My outfit indicates a lot of what I've been through, what I've overcome, and what I plan to achieve in my career. Today, we have an amazing artist, if not probably the top independent artist in Houston. When I tell you, this young lady works. She does her big one. She's accumulated millions of streams. She's sitting comfortably at 40,000 Spotify listeners a month. Ladies and gentlemen, Sunni the rapper is in the house.
What's up?
What is up?
My boy, what's up?
How are you doing today?
I'm good. First, I just want to say I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
I've watched you grow and go through a lot.
Yes.
And to persevere through all of that and come out to something so beautiful and just how you just keep going. It's inspiring.
Man,
I love it. And then you're such a supporter of me, my brand, and I just love you for that.
Yes.
So they need to know that.
I appreciate that because only people be knowing, like you said, you
went through a lot.
I have been through a lot. Like I said, my outfit tells a little bit of the story, but I have been through so much just to even get here, to be sitting here with you today. You know what I'm saying? And so for you, I have to tell you, I appreciate you just for coming out, showing love. Of course. And, always supporting anything I do. Of course.
I owe you. Forever.
I appreciate that. But seriously though, like mentally, like, how are you? I feel like because we get asked that question a lot. Like it's an average thing to ask, like, how you doing? And we say, oh, I'm good. Like, sometimes like we good, but sometimes like we're not good. And with you being like, you are in like, I feel like in a pivotal moment in your career.
Definitely.
And I know that comes with a lot.
Definitely.
And so like mentally, like how do you feel like you are mentally, spiritually, and like what are you feeling?
Well, let me take a drink.
Okay. Okay.
Life and
man, talk about it, because I got stories for days.
Like you said, I am at a pivotal point in my life and in my career. My journey has been long, just like yours. Music has been a part of my life for a very long time. Right. And I've transitioned, of course, from being in a group, signed to one of the biggest managers in the game, to being independent, to being a solo artist, like you name it. Right. Like I've been through it. Just the struggle coming from, a lot of people don't know what it's like to be like signed to a label and then like go independent, like on a like a local level or like, what you would consider, I guess, like didn't get mainstream. Right. So, it's different because my grind in the beginning, like we grinded to get signed, but it was a little different. Like we was super, super young and the industry was super, super different. Right. So like TikTok wasn't what it is right now. Like it was Instagram, but it was not this. So it's like, it's a little bit of a different hustle and it's an adjustment. And, me coming from a person who has studied music, studied hip hop, like it's kind of hard. It's like piercing to the heart to see how like the world just... they just make dumb shit famous. And it's so annoying to me. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that like I had to kind of get over and get out of my head about. And just, I will say that like, and start having fun with music for one. Because it got a little depressing for a second. I'm like, bro, like people just really don't like respect my craft. Like what's going on here? Like I am one of those people who, I rehearse failure. I rehearse, I'm a practice makes perfect type of person. Like I said, I came from under Matthew Knows. We would rehearse 6 to 7 hours a day, 6 days out the week. You know what I'm saying? We would work out for 2 hours before. We rapping and running. That was real. How he had them singing and running. We was out there really rapping and running. So, that's my background. That's what I come from. Right. So to see like just people just be like a viral sensation and just overnight just make it be a little, but it's like I be having to remember that what's for you is for you, and like God will figure out your way. Right. And I feel like I'm the type of artist where once I do, which I've already got my foot in the door, but once I get my second foot in the door, I'm one of those artists that's gonna be a legacy. I know for a fact that I'll be able to sell out stadiums. I'm gonna be a worldwide entertainer because I am now. Right. I can perform my ass off. You know what I'm saying? Like I can go up there for almost an hour and give you a full show, and from the beginning to end, you're entertained. Literally. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of artists cannot do that who are mainstream. So it's like I be having to remember my gifts and my talents and really just remind myself. So I'm at a point right now mentally where I like, you got to be delusional about yourself. You got to be delusional about your craft. Because them demons are getting in your head and you'll get to doubt yourself. And that's where I'm at right now, where I'm like, okay, you know who you are. You know what you got to do. So let's just do it. No more crying about it. Just do it.
Exactly. Like you said, like you came super far. Like you went from literally being signed and to a group by Matthew Knowles, who literally had the biggest girl group out ever
in the world.
And so the fact that that's your background, and then you went to like a duo group, and then now you're a solo. Even the support aspect of it. Like the people around you, like you said, these viral sensations are going super viral, and like for little to nothing nowadays. But the people who are in your corner, the people who you know, they barely want to like and share your stuff to help you even get a viral moment, to help you. And so like when it comes to like even like the support part of it, because like you said, you went from being a signed artist to now independent artist. Independent artist is like, it's on me.
It's all on you.
All the support I can get.
Exactly. I'm learning now that strangers are gonna be your biggest support system.
Oh my God.
You know, it sucks. You might have those core friends that are diehard who gonna ride for you, but like for the most part, the people who be around you, they just around you for the good time. They around you for certain things, and it's like you're too near to hear.
Right.
That's
literally.
what I learned.
Yeah.
When you're so near to a person, they don't really hear and see what you really got going on.
They don't see you like what you really are though.
And they don't understand. Like I had to even get on my friends. I know you see, I'm always with a lot of females and a lot of people. And I be telling them like the online support has to match the in-person support.
Literally.
Like people need to see that online. Like I know y'all support me. I know y'all pull up. Y'all pay to come see me perform, things like that. But like, them reposts, them shares, them sending it out to people, that matters.
All that stuff matters.
Like using the sound on Instagram, using like all of that matters. And I think that sometimes like as your friends, they really don't be understanding it. Or they be like, well, I don't really be on Instagram. Like I don't care if you don't be on Instagram for me.
Exactly. I'm like, telling my people the same thing.
I don't care if you're not on Instagram like that. You need to get on there for me. Because my friend is a rapper. Let me go use her. Even if it's once a week, let me go on there and just use my friend's sound because I know she needs somebody to be using her sound. It's like you have to think about it like that.
I think they be looking at it like, well, she got all these other people. Like I know
I
her
don't know.
personally.
Exactly.
My little like don't mean nothing. Because I say the same thing. Like even with my blogs, like to this, I don't care how many thousands of likes I get. If you see my post, like it, comment on it, share it to your story. It's helping me out.
Exactly.
And I think, like you said, like when people are so they're near to you and they feel like they know you, it's like they can't or either don't want to see you in the light that you really are. And I've had to overcome plenty of struggles like that because I really like I was depending on support from the people who were around me. And in the industry that we in, this media industry, like you can't be looking for no support from everybody who you know. Like you said, the strangers are literally gonna be your biggest ticket. And that's what I have learned like so many different times. Like the strangers, the people who don't know you, they actually see you for what you are because you give them exactly who you are.
Exactly.
So they only have to judge you
based
off of what you're giving them. They not your homie who knew you as a child or your homegirl who you know what I'm saying, you club with or whatever, like and so it's a whole lot different when it comes to that. And so like within the industry, I feel like you as a woman, like it's a lot harder for the women in the industry.
We could just judge. If we shaking our ass, it's a problem.
Y'all thoughts.
We
like,
thoughts,
y'all can't
you
do
feel
nothing.
me? Like we cannot do nothing. Like
literally.
or if we too covered, it's boring. Or like or you don't have no sex appeal. You need to like it's literally
oh my God,
a lose-lose situation.
If your music raunchy, it's
everything. Yes.
You know
that's all y'all talk about. What do you mean that's all I talk about? That's all I hear in the club. That's all I hear on the radio.
That's all y'all promoting.
That's all y'all want to hear. Y'all want to call me just broke. Y'all want to y'all this is what y'all want to hear. Literally.
Like this is what y'all want to hear. And I'm giving it to y'all and y'all still complaining.
Exactly.
First rule that we learned. That's what you gotta do what you need to do. Do what makes you happy.
Exactly.
Move whatever you feel is right for you. Because a motherfucker will have you going crazy out here.
The internet is
off
just
your dreams.
Yes, the internet just really amazes me. Like since social media came out, since I ever had, from a child, since Facebook, I have never, I I have never in my life, since I've been on social media, left a negative comment on someone's page. And it amazes me how comfortable people are with doing that. Like, how comfortable people are with tearing people down that they do not know on the internet. I have never, even before I was Sunni the rapper, and this, I have never, I just don't understand who raised y'all?
I would never understand that. Like,
it's okay to talk your shit in the midst of your friends at home, but to get on the internet for everyone to see and to just directly antagonize somebody. It's just wild to me.
You had a post that you posted, and you were with, you was doing some content with a LGBT content creator, and they was in your comments going off on you, why would you post this? What, sir? You could have just kept scrolling.
Could have kept scrolling.
You didn't have to comment.
Yes, they was saying mad. I know what you talk about. Yeah, they was so mad at me. They was
pissed.
I had some people unfollow me.
No, I remember you lost 150 followers.
I was like, dang, y'all are really mad. Literally, really mad.
Literally, I be dealing with that.
It was the niggas.
Of course,
it was the niggas.
I be in the comments.
But that's cool because I need them to go anyway. I want the ratio,
the real supporters,
to my women to men on my page anyway. It's getting there now. I'm almost at 40% women.
Okay. That's good though.
Yeah.
That's actually good because normally, especially if you make Sunni the rapper,
period. Big fine real ass clapper,
cornbread fed. Yes. So your music definitely the dudes be.
Exactly. They're the first ones to hit follow. Females are a little less hesitant to hit follow. They need to see. They're going to look at you, stalk your page for a little while.
Just a little bit. Let me see if she really about it. If I really want it. That is hilarious. But as long as what I love about you is, like I said, you have continued to just push through all of that.
Thank you.
Like you said, even though the struggles, you've had to go through the struggles, but you don't sit in it. I see a lot of artists sit in it.
I cannot.
They sit in it and they don't even realize, okay, sit in it, understand it, find a different solution.
Exactly.
And do something different.
Yes.
That's just one moment of your life, one moment of your career. Mm-hmm. And I feel like a lot of artists really don't understand that.
They don't. And I'm learning to get out of being embarrassed now.
Oh my God.
Because I get shy in public. Yeah. It's just when I'm on stage, it's different. I just turn into a different person. Right. It's like Beyonce with her alter ego. Because you're controlling the room in that moment. Right. But going out doing content or just talking to random people about me. Even when people compliment me, Breezy always be on me. She why don't you say, hey, I'm Sunni the rapper. Follow me on Instagram. This is my music. Right. She said, you just let people compliment you or say something to you. You don't even tell them who you are. Yeah. And I was just I don't be wanting to bother people or immediately be down people's throat about stuff. But then it's no, you cannot be like that. You cannot be shy. You can't be embarrassed as an artist. You can't be embarrassed to do content in public. Right. I'm just not getting to that point where I'm okay with this is my job. This is what I do. Literally, I don't do nothing else. So it's I have to remember this is my job. Right. So just like when you go to somebody's work, what they gonna do? They gonna be stealing their work. They gonna be doing their work. They gonna be doing their job
with no questions asked.
So I had to remember that. So now I'm in the stage in my life where I'm okay, just do it. Don't even think about it because something that you think is embarrassing. It's really not embarrassing. Man. It's really not. One of my friends that just did a post. She was as artists, you cannot be embarrassed. You have to be okay with feeling embarrassed, but you can't be worried about how other people perceive you because if they do feel embarrassed or if you don't feel embarrassed, then it's not embarrassing. Right. So it's
exactly. That's what you say goes.
It's really how you feel and what you feel.
They can't, I don't give a damn what they say.
Exactly. Because they probably really want to be doing what you're doing.
Exactly. And don't have the balls to do it. Literally.
I'm learning that and I'm pressuring myself to remember that when I do things. So trying to reprogram myself.
Right. Look, normally I got a little advice when it comes to stuff like that. But I ain't gonna lie, when it comes to that, even me, you would think I'm in front of the cameras all the time.
Right.
And people be listen, I'm still camera shy. I still get nervous. Yes. I still be having to tell myself it's okay to post your content, post it, because, and then I'm a perfectionist too. I want my page to look a certain way. Man. I'm thinking I'm posting too much. Oh my
I'm
God.
Like that too. Oh, I'm just everyone's just post. But then you see the algorithm change where they're don't post this much on here, do this on here. I'm this is too many rules.
Do I post?
Too many rules. I miss when Instagram you could just post. This algorithm shit is annoying.
Don't you miss that when you used to be able to see the posts coming as they were posted?
Exactly. Now I see stuff from 3 months ago that's still popping up on my stuff.
We in March. They putting posts on my timeline. November 17th.
I just seen something from December on my timeline. I'm like, I already liked and commented on this. Why is it still popping up on my shit?
Like literally. I be saying it all the time, but it actually helped us too in a way too, though, the little algorithm too, because
I mean, I guess
it pushes us to people who don't follow us, which is what we were talking about, which is what we need now,
right?
Because back then.
But it also prioritizes certain things, so it could like help or hurt you, depending.
Literally, because I'm like, we would have probably never made it if the algorithm was on its own, like how it was, and we only had to get support from the people who know us, or like your cousin. They just seen you posted 26 minutes ago. You used to say that. Just post it. Like it used to be in order. It used to be in order.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I'll probably be getting 10 likes then.
They did.
Now I can get thousands because of the strangers. So I with the strangers. But you know what I don't like?
What?
And this is my city. And I'm from here. Okay, what Akbar said, I grew here. Y'all flew here. Okay?
I grew here?
Houston.
When did she say that?
She said,
on Betty?
Love and Hip Hop.
Oh, Love and Hip Hop. She funny.
Houston. Now, I feel like Houston has been like a big part of your come up in your career. But I also feel like Houston is one of those cities that like they make it so hard on people.
They don't support their local artists.
What?
There's no way I should go in the club and the only local artists I hear is B King and maybe OTB Fastlane.
Like what? I'm
like we don't hear Mona Leo, we don't hear King the Man.
Man.
We don't even hear Don Toliver, and we don't even hear Travis Scott.
At all.
Like
what do you think that is about? Like why do you think Houston is so hard on the artists that pop from here, but they literally support any other artist from another city?
I don't know. I think it's a hate thing. I think it's like they want to be where they at, or they be feeling like they deserve some type of acknowledgement or some type of...
They want their ass kissed.
Yeah, or that too. And I don't really understand it because I feel like you go other places and people are so... Like, you go to New York, man, DC, people be so quick. Like
all of that.
Yes, even Florida, LA. Like,
bro, even LA. Houston.
It just... I don't know. I don't know if it's like a down south mentality because down south has always been the struggle.
Right.
Like people have always struggled a little bit more here than any other place. Of course, naturally with slavery and all of that, everything is just naturally, generationally been like here. That. It's a lot of pain in Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi. It's a lot of pain in these states. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that the mentality has just not been together.
Right.
It's like mine's mine. I gotta gatekeep this mine.
Like I can't hold on to it.
Yeah, it's like I think that everyone's just feeling like they gotta hold on to their little resources, they little whatever they got, whatever they little leverage they have, they gotta hold on to it, and they gotta be real selective on who they wanna give it to or help out.
And then on top of that, like the ones when they are like real selective, like you gotta kiss they tail for it. They're not just giving it to you.
I didn't
at all.
I didn't like wrote so many people off. Like they might not know when they see me because I'm still speaking, keep it cute, keep it pushing. But baby, I didn't wrote so many people off in my head who think they somebody up in this city, who think they got some type of gatekeeping going on, some type of whatever. And I'm just like, little do you know, I don't need you to make it about this city. Because every single person who actually made it about this city didn't need y'all.
Didn't need y'all. And like,
literally.
That's why everybody
even Destiny's Child.
All of them.
Everybody left.
Everybody, even
and
Megan.
made it somewhere else.
They leave here.
Even Travis Scott. Bro. Don Toliver about the only one. And even then, it's
he
because...
left for years, hell.
Yes. Right. And even then, they immediately leave out of here.
Bro, like, because it's no support here. And it's a lot of like older... people, old heads who don't want to see nobody younger come up and win.
It's just no way that like
it's no way
the main, I guess, like artists that what we would consider growing up who are like, out of Houston. I feel like every single one of them should have reached their hand down and had some type of prodigy that they pushed to get to mainstream how they were. Like, why not?
You would think it would be like that. Like I deal with it, but like I said, I'm from here. I grew here.
I get
and literally, like you would think they see a young black guy out here doing his thing.
Yeah.
I'm doing shit that you don't see people do every single day.
Right.
Like you got to work hard to be able to do a lot of the shit I do. And so when I tell you, it's people who are in my field who are out here who will come and ask me for shit, but never put their hand out to help give me any advice.
This is a gimme city. I need
Very much gimme.
Yeah.
I was just telling a story about that, how somebody from Houston literally, I was so funny the way it happened, but they sent me a message as I was going to message them. We messaged each other at the same time. The difference is they always are messaging me, asking me for stuff. This was my first time reaching out to ask for something. And I wasn't really asking for anything but advice. I just asked, could you give me a little advice on what to do with X, Y, and Z? Do you know that when I asked that question, I got sent back the eyes and never got a response? After you've hit me up 4 or 5 times for something and I've done it every single time, and I'm not asking you to do anything for me, I'm asking for advice. Like, I can't even get that. So what I tell you,
people be feeling that, you know what, people really be feeling themselves. And the number one thing that I hear about Houston when I go outside of Houston is y'all got a lot of fake celebrities. Y'all have a lot of people who in here who think they are celebrities.
I'll be having to put people in their place sometimes.
And I'll be just like, damn, when you think about it, I guess that's kind of true. Everybody out here do think they are a little celebrity.
Because when they leave from here, they nobodies. And please don't let me get to name callers. Because when they leave from here, they nobodies. And that's why they so like territorial on, like,
exactly.
It's Houston. I put 30 years in. You better put your own 30 years in. Like, I promise you, anybody who coming up under me, you ain't got to worry about that. If I can do anything to help, I'm going to reach my hand out and help get my resources, my assistance,
I know for a fact I am. I mean, I do it now as much as I can.
Exactly. Yeah, you know,
and I get attacked, and I've had a lot of fuck shit happen to me. But even still, I know that like in my heart, when I get to that point of mainstream where I know that, okay, I can do something for another artist, I'm not going to be mad because the rest of the city didn't help me out.
Right.
I'm going to pay attention to the people who did. And pay attention to the people, or the people I see working or deserving. Because at the end of the day, like how Beyonce got a team and she knows what's happening on the internet. She literally has a team who knows and sees
everything,
viral sensations or young or, you know, up and coming dancers or artists, whoever, like, and gets them and gives them an opportunity.
As you should.
You feel me? Like, I feel like a lot of artists could do that if they really wanted to.
Literally.
You know
like
what I'm
we
saying?
live in today's time with internet.
Exactly.
Even one post on your page, which takes you 30 seconds, would do amazing for an artist. They don't even want to give you a story reshare. They don't want to do it.
Because it's like, why?
Like, what?
It's crazy to me. I ain't gonna lie.
It'll always be crazy. But with you, I feel like I see it so much. Like, you know, like, I have had to reach out on your behalf for my own self. But like, I see it so much and I'm like, bro,
I think they just be mad because we don't need them.
I honestly, I know that's what it is. Yeah. Like, they like, she didn't got this far and she ain't
support us.
She didn't support us.
She didn't come fuck with
got
us.
this far. But then y'all show lineups is literally nobody's. Who are these people? The people
that ain't paid.
The people that are actually lit in the city, y'all are paying dust.
Or people that you know who can actually entertain your crowd.
They don't even care about that.
They don't.
They don't care about that. Look, they don't care about no entertainment.
They don't.
I don't want no entertainment. I want your money. I want you to kiss my tail.
Period.
I want that. That's all they want here in Houston. Like, it ain't no real love, ain't no real support here in Houston. And it's sad because Houston is really one of the cities that people flock to. The world literally flocks to Houston.
People are like addicted to the culture now. Right. I think that like COVID really put us on the map.
On the map.
Because we was open.
Before, but we was
right. And then like the viralness, TikTok, everything. And it's like every time I go out now, it's nothing but people from somewhere else.
Right.
Experiencing the culture. And I never really, before COVID, I couldn't go to the club and half the club be from Detroit and Chicago.
Man, nah, like that,
you might get one little section in there.
Okay.
But baby, half the club is from out of town.
Literally.
Like, you looking around like, what? Y'all got no job? What y'all doing? Like
somebody just told me that.
No, like, every time I've been out now, half the club has been from out of town.
Like, it's so funny. Like, people are shocked. They're like, where you from? I'm like, Houston. I'm like, oh, you from here? I'm like, are you not? Like, I swear to God, somebody just did that to me last week.
Oh my God.
They was like, oh, you from here? I was like, I'm in Houston. Yeah. Like, but literally, they was like, oh, I literally don't ever meet Houstonians no more. Like, I only meet out of towners.
No, for real.
I was like, damn, that's crazy. Like, all these out of towners that came and took over Houston.
I went to Trillburger the other day, and baby, they had a whole Everybody in there was from Detroit. I don't know what the heck going on.
What is going on?
But everybody in there damn near was from Detroit.
Girl.
And I was like, is there a function out here I'm forgetting about?
Trill Burgers. Did you see the rodeo lineup? Bumpy roll up.
I seen a skit about the rodeo lineup. I still am not completely 100% sure who's all on there, but I seen a skit.
Man, I was like,
and they was going in.
No, I was like, this for real, but I went and checked and majority
the Yolanda Adams with the Keith Sweat, with the jagged edge, with the Don Tolliver. It was kind of like, oh, the emotions of that night is going to be crazy because we're going to church, we bumping and grinding, we going to the altar, we raging. Like,
okay. And even Ludacris is going to be there. I said, okay, and Ludacris.
And Ludacris.
Top it off with Luda. I said, okay.
Well, you know, I kind of figured Luda because him and Bun are cool clothes. So, but...
I thought Beyonce was gonna come do Cowboy Carter or somebody.
She know that she will have the whole goddamn world trying to be at the rodeo.
Okay.
Like, she has crazy fans that will come out here and flood this city if they find out. She will have to do a surprise pop-up. It would literally have to be no one knows about it.
Literally. But you know she be doing that. Like, I've heard plenty of times like Beyonce be doing surprise pop-ups. But
it's hard because she likes to practice at her venue. Right. At least, you know what I'm saying? And there's no way that no one's not gonna surprise that.
Somebody gonna
someone's gonna know.
Somebody cousin, uncle, brother who working there.
Yes, gonna
call
tell
their cousin. They're gonna be recording the audio. Girl, guess who is here? Beyonce with her secret performance.
I know I sound stuffy as hell.
Oh, you actually don't. I didn't even realize.
You really? No.
Normally I hear a snuffy real quick.
Man.
Because I'll be like.
I've been trying not to cough.
Okay, no, this weather change. And then we in Houston. It was just hot today. Man, it was 100 degrees at 3 p.m.
That's what happened. That hot to cold messed me up.
Nah, it's 42. What's going on? What are we doing here?
I don't like it.
Literally. So I feel like another thing that is kind of hard in the industry is like dating, you know, for
artists.
Ends. Just for period though. Like if you are, I feel like in any of like the media, for sure for an artist, like I feel like you guys travel like a lot. It comes with a lot of trust. You gotta trust this person. You gotta support them. You damn near gotta be their assistant / manager, editor, driver.
No, for real. So I know it's hard dating artists. I know it's hard dating me.
Oh my God. So speaking of dating, how has that been? As far as like even in the, I'm gonna tell her business, y'all. You've been in a relationship for a little while now.
Yes, I have.
And so how has that been like with you know, being in this industry? You are a artist who has a lot of sex appeal.
Yes.
I'm sure the men and the women being on your body.
Oh yes, for sure.
And so even just like being in a relationship for as long as you have, like, what is that like? Like, how do you deal with all that? Like, how do you keep the people off you? And you got somebody at home. How do you do it?
Well, you just have to naturally create like boundaries and regulate with people.
Yeah.
I feel like when I was signing Matthew, the number one thing that he would say as a female artist, he said, you have to have sex appeal. I don't care what people be thinking in their head, thinking that, you know, nowadays people can make it to a certain extent without sex appeal. But like, if you think about the number one female rappers in the world, they all have sex appeal, period. So he said, women have to want to be you and men have to want to fuck you.
Okay.
And if those two things aren't happening, you're not going to be successful.
That's a fact. I've heard that.
That's what he told Beyonce all the time. Like, women need to want to be you and men need to want to fuck you. Regardless if you like men with whatever. That is the code as female artists. And you have to be easy on the eyes.
Right. Literally.
It don't have to be color necessarily, just easy on the eyes.
Right.
So from very small, I knew that. You know what I'm saying? So the moment I got in the game, I knew that. And I knew what it was. Now, I didn't always have it. Didn't always have it confidently. Definitely had to grow into it. Because when I was in group, I was a little tomboy.
Right.
I mean, I would show my little stuff. I was like a Lee. I would have my little baggy pants and my crop top.
Okay. With
and my braids. That was me. You feel me?
Okay.
I was still dancing, twerking, all of that. But it was nowhere like it is now. But I also was very young. So I had to grow into myself. Literally. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when I grew into myself and I became Big Fine, I guess that's what you... That's how I feel like I transitioned like into Big Fine. It was like I had to realize, or I had to I feel like how you carry yourself outside of work, Like, and when I call work, I call when I'm on stage, when I'm doing a shoot, when I'm doing a video, something where I'm into my character as studying a rapper. Yes, I'm sexy. Yes, I'm this. When I'm outside of that, I'm still giving you sex appeal, but I'm giving you classy woman.
Right.
I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I might do some ratchet shit, dance, but I don't carry myself like no hoe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I train people to realize like this is a job for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not necessarily my lifestyle. Like, Sexy Red is her lifestyle. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she portrays that's her, and that's cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a confident bitch. I'm a shit talker. You feel me? Like, and I want to empower other women. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that is me. That's my brand. That's who I am. Right. And I feel like with that's just how I carry myself. Now, being in a relationship, I feel like my partner understands that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Luckily for me, she is a part of my team. She's someone who's with me 24/7, which I am super blessed because in the beginning, when I became a solo artist, it really helped me weave through a lot of the bullshit.
I'm sure.
Because she would come with me and couldn't nobody play me. Okay. Couldn't nobody try to do no weird shit with me. Okay. Try to fuck with me or try to, you know what I'm saying, blackmail me. Oh, if you don't fuck with me, I ain't doing no, none of that. Right. She was always there and she was always handling the business. She was always making sure she was fair. Right. Unfortunately, a lot of female artists don't have that. I've had a lot of women who've came to me about producers trying to hit on them, or they do a song and their producer don't want to give them the song because they ain't want to fuck with them, or they ain't want to do this, even artists, features, whatever. Yeah. I personally didn't really have to go through that in my career. Even as in a group, we was signing Matthew, niggas was definitely not playing with us. Right, okay. Like they knew better. You feel me? Like we was literally hands off. Like people was afraid to talk to us type shit. Like we was literally, people called us a Houston myth because they feel like they seen us, but they didn't really get to talk to us. Right. Literally. Like, you know, so fortunate for me, I didn't have to really experience that. Now, naturally, yeah, my DMs and shit, I get hit on all the time, every day. I people be talking to themselves, honey. Okay? The paragraph. But, you know, I think that having trust in a relationship, she's there with me a lot. So, you see everything. Right. It's very rare where I'm doing anything outside of, so it's kind of like, you seeing everything, it's all out on the line, you know? And we just have that type of relationship. So, I mean, I'm sure that there's moments that are uncomfortable for her, or it's been moments where, you know, she has wanted to say something, but she knows, like, we have a agreement to let me handle certain things when I'm in public. Right. Because at the end of the day, I have to set certain boundaries. Right. People have to hear certain things from me. I don't need nobody comes to, cause no. Move your hand, put your hand up here. Like, I'm big on that. When people, you know what I'm saying, try to take pictures of me or do stuff like that, like, I don't let people do certain stuff because, you know, it
send certain messages.
Exactly. They think they can get and I had to learn because I love, you know, in the beginning I was trying to be friendly, no, we can't do that. Okay. Nope.
Okay, like absolutely not. Like,
so once you grow them balls, like I had to grow some balls and be like, yeah, no, this is, I don't even want to be looked at that. I don't even want to confuse, give nobody mixed messages. Yeah. So I just created boundaries.
All right. I think you blessed when it comes to that because I feel like imagine being single. Mm-hmm. being Sunni the rapper and trying to date, like, and wanting to date.
Man, like, I wouldn't know that. At this point in my career, I couldn't because I don't know who's really trying to date me for me.
And
like,
that's exactly. And so, like, that's honestly, I feel like I deal with this all the time.
Mm-hmm. Like, or what you can do for you.
I feel like people come and want to date me and they have ulterior motives. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, he can do this for him. He can for sure do something for me. Like, and so I struggle like hard. Like, literally, I struggle super hard. Like, I don't be liking people, and I damn sure don't be dating nobody because I don't be knowing what's real and what's what. And it's the same thing. So it's sad to say, but it's the same thing even for friends with me. Mm-hmm. Like, because I've tried so many times, and then as soon as I'm thinking we cool, I'm finding out that it's some weird shit. You really have ulterior motives the whole time. Like, I was never your friend for real. And it's like, that shit sucks.
That's so unfortunate.
It really is. And so I don't know what my little life gonna be like, but whatever the Lord wants for me, it'll be
what it is that's why I think that I'm going back to the Bible. Okay, so this is why I feel like in the Bible, why God said you have to find someone equally yoked, because that really does make a difference. That's why a lot of rappers or, you know, people in the industry, once you get to certain, but they date other people in the industry.
Yeah, of course.
Same thing with doctors. A lot of doctors date other people that's, you know, lawyers, whatever. Yeah. Because when you have people who are equally yoked to you, your mindsets are kind of the same. Right. Financially, you're kind of the same. Exactly. It's like those struggles aren't there. Right. You know what I mean? Exactly. So it makes things a little bit easier, you know? Right. So I feel like you gotta unfortunately kind of date somebody who's either on your level or a little higher. Right. Like, okay. You can't go no lower.
No, literally, because that shit there, Lord Jesus, the people don't understand. Yes. Why you got to do this? Why you going there? Why this? Why that? Like,
yeah, I don't like that. I don't like being questioned. I really have an issue with that.
I literally,
even to this day, like my mom would be mad at me because like I don't like being questioned. Though, if I say, "Hey, I'm about to go," it could be so simple. Like, I'm about to go and run some errands. Well, where your errands going? Why? Like that's my first question. Why? Like, if I tell you I'm about to go run errands, that's what I'm about to go do. I'm about to go run some errands.
Like, I'm going to run some errands. That's
so now you want me to list all 4 of my errands that I got to run? Like, no. Are you coming with me? No.
I'm not doing that. Like,
and then you got my location, so no.
Oh, like
I be so... I be having to fix my face and fix, because I have been like this since young. Like, the moment I got a car, my mama will tell you.
Okay.
Like, I didn't like people asking me where I was going, because a lot of the times when I run my errands, when I do stuff, that's my alone time.
Right.
Because I'm always with people.
Right.
So it's like, I need my alone time. So no, don't think that you could call me while I'm running my errands. Okay. Don't do none of that. Please. Just let me run my errands. Let me do what I need to do by myself.
And I'll be back.
Okay? I'll be back.
I will be back. Literally, I will be back.
Bruh.
Okay, so I have a little game for you.
Okay, I'm ready.
And so it's a funny little game. Since you are an artist, of course, it has something to do with artists. So artistry. And so we're going to give you, I have 3 artists, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to give you 7 seconds. Each artist. I'm going to say their names. And you got to say whatever line or whatever you can think of
like
them.
A lyric line?
A lyric line.
Okay.
Within the 7 seconds.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Like, just say whatever comes to your head.
Okay, whatever comes to my head.
Let me get my timer. Hold up. Hold on. All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. The first one is Nicki Minaj.
I'm a motherfucking monster. I don't know why.
Okay, that's the first thing that came in your head. It's so funny. That's her biggest verse. I feel like
really,
people,
yeah.
I feel like when people think of Nicki Minaj, they think of that.
Yeah,
for sure. Like that was the one that took her off for sure.
That was the one.
Okay, Glorilla.
Oh, for sure. I'm F-R-E-E, fuck nigga free. I ain't gotta worry about a fuck nigga cheat.
Okay. Yeah. And the last one, Mama D.
In that order.
In that order. In that order. In that order. In that order. She said, in that order. Why do I know all Mama D songs, y'all?
I don't know. I didn't even know she had more than one.
Yeah, she got the In That Order. That's the song. Then she got the I Deserve. I know you know I Deserve.
Oh my God, I forgot about
I
that.
Deserve. Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
You know Mama D was one of the first mamas to come on the scene.
No, for real. And then so what Black China Mama be trying to rap, but I don't know none of her stuff.
It don't be making sense. At least Mama D stuff I can cut on in the car a couple times.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I deserve hit.
She is hilarious. She said she is disrupting the palace, the queen.
Literally. Well,
the way she is hilarious.
She is always gonna be too much for me.
No, for real.
But that's what we love reality TV for.
Exactly. You gotta have a too much personality for reality TV.
Like I need some extraness. Because we only seen you for a little bit. And then when it comes down to the editing process,
ain't no telling.
I gotta use what we got. You know what I'm saying? Shit skip you. I'm using that 1 30-second part of you where you was hype and shit.
Exactly.
Well, Sunni, my girl. I surely appreciate you coming on to the show, you guys.
I had a ball.
Of course, we're going to have you back again.
Yes, of course.
Absolutely. And again, and again, and again.
We can always talk on this couch.
Okay, conversing on the couch, the Uncut Talks couch. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Uncut Talks. I'll see you guys on next week's episode.